This week on Creative Living with Lynn Lilly, we kick off the show with good news stories on the rosier side of life. We're talking sticky crafts in the craft room. We're making a healthy salad with Mandy from Sumptuous Living in the kitchen. We're going to show you how to take your coloring game to the next level with Scribbler Experiment. We're sharing photos from last week's vow renewal, and Rosianna is giving us tips on how to choose the perfect photographer for your wedding. And we're ending the show with Dasher Creations, who's showing us how math can meet crafting. It is a special show this week. We are celebrating Craftbox Girls' 6th birthday. Can you believe it's been 6 years? Where have those years gone? As you saw, we've got a great show today, but guess what, guys? I need to know who has been around for 6 years. If you're watching and you've been a part of Craftbox Girls community for 6 years, tell me in the comments. And as you're tuning into the show, make sure you tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I would love to know who's watching. And guess what? I'm watching along live with you, so I can chat with you and respond to your comments instantly. All right, so to celebrate Craftbox Girls' 6th anniversary, I want to share with you some fun stuff over the last few years. So we started in my basement. Well, way back in the day, there was not even a craft room in that basement. It was Rosianna and I sitting at 2 tables in a terribly ugly room. And we turned it into a craft room because we got a video deal with our friends at Deflecto. So here is a photo from one of the very first videos we filmed for Craftbox Girls in our brand new craft room in the basement. But over the years, we've grown. We're now in a studio. We have an amazing team that literally keeps the craft train going every day, and we've done some pretty cool stuff. So besides traveling across the country and getting to go teach people how to craft at events like Bonnaroo and Coachella and the LA Times Festival of Books, we've done a lot of cool stuff. We made a craft book. In case you guys haven't remembered, this was a few years ago, but we wrote a craft book for kids called Screen-Free Crafts Kids Will Love with Ulysses Press, which is fun. You can still get it on Amazon. And we made a glue gun. If you haven't heard, I talk about it all the time, so you probably have heard, but this is the very first product our team put out in partnership with our friends at SureBonder, and if you haven't got one yet, get it, because it's about to sell out, and it's not going to be available again until like April or May. So you can get it at SureBonder.com/Lynn Lilly. And a special thing in my heart is this. I've shown you some previews, but I am working on an organizational line for desktop with Deflecto, and this is the first time I'm ever getting to see my watercolor paintings on a product. So stay tuned, there's more coming for that. But you guys, thank you so much for being a part of our community. I love you, our team loves you, and we couldn't do this without you. So it's really all about you guys. So remember, tell me what you want to see on the shows in the comments. We're building out some great shows for March and April right now. So be sure to pop in the comments what you want to see on the shows, because we'll take that into account as we're working with our guests to pick out those segment topics. All right, there is confetti everywhere, which is how I like it in my life, but it's time to head into the studio, and we're going to kick off the show with Rosianna and the rosier side of life. Let's go. All right, we are kicking off the show with my favorite segment. Yay! You guys know Rosianna.
Hi, friends.
And rosier side of life was her idea to kick it off with some happy news every week.
I love spreading some happy news.
All right, and we got happy news today because it's Craftbox Girls' birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. So what are we talking about today?
So I love good birthdays, and actually we're gonna do a couple of different things on this segment.
Oh.
So we're gonna talk about last month I celebrated my birthday.
Yep.
So, another year, and I have everything in life, and I don't feel like I need, certain material things, but I wanted to do something really special. So for those that you don't know, Lynn knows, I have a younger brother who has cerebral palsy, and he's true, near and dear to my heart. He's my little earth angel. And when he was actually 7 years old, or when he was diagnosed with cerebral palsy, the doctors told him told my parents that he would not live past the age of 7. And let me just tell you, my brother is 34. He is living very healthy and so loved by so many people. So
sweet.
like that is such a huge, great thing, you know, and
that's a great reason to celebrate. And your birthdays are so close.
our birthdays are so close. And so I wanted to do something special for our birthdays. It basically started a fundraiser to support this organization called Let's Cure CP. And so I started this fundraiser with like a low goal, a pretty attainable goal, and lo and behold, in less than 24 hours, completely surpassed that goal, which is so great. And so please check that out, Let's Cure CP, because they are such a great organization. Follow my story if you want, but it just makes me feel so grateful, and I make sure that I start every morning with a grateful heart. So if you don't, make sure that you start your day with a grateful heart.
Yes, Rosianna is my life coach.
So because it's a birthday show and we're celebrating birthdays and everything, happy 6th birthday to Craftbox Girls! Woo! I like to sing in high pitch, you know.
In spirit fingers.
So something you don't know is we're gonna take a little trip down memory lane. So if I could have my friends help us out, here we go. So
what is happening over here?
This is just a little clip, or a few photos of when we kind of started our journey together.
Oh boy.
So I don't know if you remember this, friends. Here's what I got.
Oh wait, so this, oh my God, this
do you remember when
I was so skinny.
So this was actually when we went on our first trip together to Alabama.
Oh, for Talk Alabama.
Listen, this was so long ago, but like these are just pictures. And I remember how nervous we were, and we were like so meticulous. One of the
very first TV segments we had done outside of Atlanta Company.
Yeah, and we were just like really nervous, making sure that we were there. Putting the. It was pretty insane. But if you quickly flip through, just kind of the journey, we've been on for so many years.
Where did you find all of these pictures?
There's a lot of digging through
oh my
archives.
God, I love this. Okay. Oh, yeah. So this was when we had Creative Studio.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, like, it's just.
What else is in here? Okay.
It's just a journey of all the things.
Wait, what? This is from. Is this when we went crafting at Bonnaroo?
The first time both of us went glamping. For our version of glamping.
At Bonnaroo.
For the first time.
Neither one of us had ever camped before.
And we figured it out. We figured out how to pitch a tent.
Yeah, they were like, we were going to work as craft experts. But we also had to camp, which we became experts at, sort of.
But yeah, this is just kind of a reminder of like where we've been, like all the goals that like we've set, for the past years.
Yes, this is when we were still in my basement.
We
were shooting photos for the book.
Yep, before the studio came.
Oh my God, before the studio came, before we had kids to shoot, right? We were using Rosianna's niece and nephew. This is the basement.
Yeah,
oh
so
my God, Atlanta
just kind of the journey that we've been
back to Tampa. Oh my God, this is amazing.
But yeah, so I just wanted to tell you, happy birthday. Thank you for all the great memories.
Oh my God, this is amazing. Thank you. Look at us. We were so serious. Rosianna has literally been with me since pretty much the beginning when I realized that
very long time.
Could not do this journey myself and was losing my mind, and Rosianna came and saved me. Oh, that's when we had UGA and at Monsoon.
Yeah,
yes.
at Monsoon.
At Monsoon. That was terrible. Oh, and look at my pregnant belly. There was Lily. Oh my gosh, I could go through all of them. These.
There's way too many.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, Stephen Rennie, where have you been? We don't know. He's somewhere in Asia. Henna, we learned how to do henna tattoo. Sorry, I'm going through all of these. Oh, I'm losing.
All of the things.
Oh, that was Palm Breeze for Coachella when we crafted with them.
Birthday.
That was third birthday. That was when we celebrated third birthday.
But yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for bringing up memory lane. But this is amazing, Rosianna. Thank you so much. Where were we here? Oh, this was Bonnaroo.
That was Bonnaroo, yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah.
Lots of confetti. This was in the old studio, right? This was 5.
That was 5.
In the old studio. Oh my gosh, I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is so fun.
But we're only going to be doing bigger and better things.
Only bigger and better things. And you guys are all a part of that. So thank you so much for being on this crazy 6-year journey with us. We love you all, and I love you.
I love you.
Thank you. This is so sweet. What a fun birthday show. All right, guys, if you are just tuning in, make sure you tell me where you're watching from in the comments. I also want to know, are you a longtime member of our community? Tell us how long you've been following Craftbox Girls. We want to relive some of the fun memories with you in the comments. All right, next up, I'm headed to the craft room. We're talking about something sticky. Let's go. All right, guys, who loves stickers? We are in a sticker phase in my house. Lily loves stickers, and I actually really like stickers too. So I don't know if you've ever heard of Xyron, but they make these really cool adhesive machines that can basically turn anything into a sticker. So today I'm using the Xyron Creative Station Lite, and I'm going to show you how to make some fun stuff into stickers. So all we need for this is some decorative paper. So any decorative paper that you can find. I've got some rainbow themed here in this packet, but I also pulled ones that are llamas because we love llamas in my house. So to get started, we're going to make a notebook. Got just a standard brown notebook, get it at the dollar store. What you do, cut out whatever shape you want to use. So I actually cut this llama out of a piece of decorative paper. All you do is make sure that you're feeding it in. You can kind of feel when you get to the edge of it, and then you turn the handle until it goes all the way through. And I'll let you see what it looks like when it comes out the back. And then there is a built-in cutter. So you just push this down and then run your cutter through, and literally like that, you have a sticker. So now what you do is you'll notice there's a clear top over it. So we're gonna peel that off, and that's just a protective surface. And then this is the sticker. So what I went ahead and did was, I'm gonna set this aside for 1 second, is I ran a couple other things through. So I cut out a little message that says happy thoughts, and then some other little pieces of scrapbook paper, and then a little flag so that I can put a name on it. So I'm gonna lay this out how I want it to be on my notebook, okay? So I'm gonna start with this here, and I'm gonna just pull it off. And as you'll see, this is now literally instantly a sticker. Sticky. How cool is that? So I'm gonna put my sticker on here. So maybe we go there. And then I'm gonna take my llama off. So this is really cool. Like, this is a die cut sticker in literally seconds. I'm gonna put my llama, let's put llama maybe right there so you guys can see that. So it literally sticks right on, permanent adhesive, which is pretty cool. And then I'm gonna take my flag. And I think I'm gonna put my flag like right there. Just like that, so you can see that design. And then I've got these little pieces here. I'm just gonna add these down here as an accent, and literally I just turned a dollar store notebook into something super cute. And then I'm gonna write my name on the front, right here in my little flag. Or actually I'm gonna write Lily's name because I'm so used to writing her name. All right, so just like that, you have a super cute notebook. All right, guys, one more, because I think this is fun. I love photo crafts and I love frames. So what I've got here is a canvas. So just a regular old canvas. I added a sheet of scrapbook paper to the back of my canvas. And then I went ahead and cut out some fun things for my rainbow pad. So I'm going to use my Creative Station Lite to turn my rainbow into a sticker. All I do is put it through. This is literally like the coolest thing ever. Moms, if you're watching, like, I feel like every household needs to have this. One, it's fun for the kids, and it's easy for them to use. And then literally like last minute school projects. This is a lifesaver. So we've got that, and then I'm gonna actually run a picture of Lily, my daughter, through here and turn it into a sticker. So you guys check it out. Okay, and then just pop that down and cut it. Okay, so now I am going to just pull my back off of here, and there's like a little edge that kind of helps you pull that little front cover off, that. And you can leave that on, it's just a protective cover. So if you're not gonna use it right away, you can leave that on until you're ready to use it, but I wanna use these now. I also did the same thing with a little message that I cut out of a sheet of scrapbook paper. And then I've got these guys, which I'm gonna use to add a 3D component. So I always like to plan out where I'm gonna put my stuff. So I'm gonna do my rainbow. Look at that, sticker, guys. How cool is that? Let's put this right here. And then I'm gonna take my picture of Lily, which is now instantly a sticker. How cool is that? Guys, if you love photo crafts and scrapbooking, it's pretty cool. So we're gonna put that guy right there. So this could also be a scrapbook page layout as well. And then I'm gonna take my little message, you guys can see that. And then last but not least, I'm gonna take these two little borders that I cut out of the same sheet of paper that I got this message from. And I'm gonna use stationary dots. So I could turn them into stickers as well, but I wanted a little bit of a 3D component to it. So I'm gonna just add these little raised dots to the back, just because it adds a little fun, right? Okay, so just like that. Literally, we're making 2 crafts. We're gonna put that guy right there. We're making 2 crafts for this in what, like 6-7 minutes? So you can have a ton of fun with the Xyron. I call it a sticker maker, but it's really called the Creative Station Lite. But there's so many different things you could do with it, okay? And just like that, where should we put it? We put it right there, right there. Oh, maybe right there. Okay, just like that. Pop it up here, check it out. You could hang this on the wall, or you could put it on a frame stand like I have over here. Check this out, guys. So you not only have the cute llama notebook, but you can make something that are a little bit fancier. So I even have this really cute little floral notebook. You can add some messages. The possibilities are endless. Call these stupid simple crafts. You literally make them in seconds. Anyone can do it. You don't have to be crafty. All right, guys. So next up, I'm going to head to the kitchen to get my cook on with Sumptuous Living. But if you've got some ideas of what you would do with the Xyron Creative Light Station, tell me in the comments. What would you turn into a sticker? I want to know. And if you're just tuning into the show, make sure you give me a shout out in the comments and tell me where you're watching from. All right, guys, time to head to the kitchen. Mandy, I'm so excited you're back.
I am too. I love spending the morning with you.
Yes, this looks amazing and healthy.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, you will feel full and feel so great after eating all this, but it actually lasts through the week. You could do dinners, lunch. We're going to have like the best time.
The pre-prep. All right, so what are we doing? Let's jump right in.
So we are making a Mediterranean shrimp and quinoa salad.
Ooh, all the things I love.
Okay, and the best part is you're going to marinate your shrimp with the same thing that you're going to dress the salad with.
Oh,
so you're
easy.
like I like easy things that you're making one trip to the kitchen,
yes,
but making it be double full.
That's what I love about everything you have on Sumptuous Living. It's all easy.
Yay. Okay, so first we're going to make the dressing, and I'm going to have you zest the lemons.
Do I have tips for zesting?
Okay, so I put this straight down, and I go like this.
Okay, that is
and
not exactly what I was going to do.
A lot of people go that way, and I never do that.
Okay,
because
so that
you
way.
can get through it faster.
Woo,
So
I can smell that lemon right away.
And I'm going to add some more, because I always put a lot of zest in mine. So 2 lemons worth of zest.
So
juice.
Okay, so you got some lemon juice in there as well.
Yeah, and we'll juice that one as well. And then fresh garlic.
Okay.
And don't drop the thing in.
Don't drop the thing in there? No problem.
But there's olive oil already in here. This is shallot. Do you use shallot much?
I don't at all.
It's so good. It's kind of like a garlic and an onion had a baby.
Oh, a garlic and an onion had a baby. Okay, so that's the way to describe it.
Right. Okay, so that's good.
Okay.
So, and we're going to get all the good stuff out of the back of this, too.
And we need to keep this, right?
Yeah, because we're going to quickly juice that.
All right.
Okay, so cut this in half, and we're going to juice that, and we're going to make up our dressing.
Okay.
So we will
juice. So you're juicing the whole lemon?
Yes.
So
2 whole lemons.
2 whole lemons, okay, because you already had one in there.
Acidity and all that kind of stuff. And then the last thing we're going to add is some white wine vinegar.
White wine vinegar. Got it.
All that we're going to put in there. And then I'm going to have you put the lid on and shake it.
Okay, lid.
I love using mason jars as my salad dressing.
They're so great for everything.
It's so easy. You could put it in your blender or whatever you wanted to do. I love using a garbage bowl to keep things handy.
Okay, so while I'm shaking
and
for our viewers that don't know you, tell them really quick about Sumptuous Living.
So Sumptuous Living is like how to have it all and not lose your mind in the process. It's all about food and gorgeous houses and cocktails and all that kind of stuff. So really good recipes and everything.
I love it.
So this is done, and what we would do is we would go ahead and marinate our shrimp in this and then cook up our shrimp, but we're also going to use it as our salad dressing. Now, what we're using as the base of our salad is quinoa.
Which I do love. I don't eat it enough.
like little pearly stuff. It's great source of protein. It's awesome. And you can make it in your rice cooker on the white rice setting. So simple.
Oh,
so you measure it the same as rice, put it in there. It comes out perfectly fluffy, that kind of thing. And how I cool it is putting it on one thin layer in a sheet pan, and then I stick that in my refrigerator or leave it on the counter or whatever, because this is a room temperature type of a
so you
salad.
don't want to eat this warm.
Right. So now you're going to start dumping in. We've got sliced Kalamata olives. Just buy the jar how it is.
Yep.
Red peppers, and I'm going to show you how to cut a red pepper in a second.
Okay.
And some beautiful yellow tomatoes.
Yep.
This is
cilantro?
No, mint.
Yeah.
That's mint. And this is basil.
This is basil. Oh my
and
gosh.
it's lots of herbs, and that's how you get that brightness and that freshness.
I was going to say, well, and one, this is so colorful, which I love.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Okay, so that's flat leaf parsley. If you have curly, fine, but I usually go the flat leaf.
All right.
This is feta cheese.
Feta cheese.
That gives a little bit of saltiness to it all.
Okay.
Right? And then we have fresh kale.
Fresh kale.
Baby kale, right?
I love kale.
And the shrimp. Okay,
and the
shrimp we went ahead and cooked just until it turns opaque and lightly pink, and then you're perfect, cut it off.
How long did you let them marinate in that dressing?
5-10 minutes. With seafood, you never want to marinate it longer than that, because when you have a lot of acid, like we do with the lemon juice in there, it's going to actually start to cook the shrimp, because that's what ceviche is, okay?
What?
Yeah, so
you're blowing my mind right now.
When you could easily do this salad with grilled chicken. It would be an awesome use for extra grilled chicken if you were a smart cookie and made a whole mess of grilled chicken, and then the next day, this is your dinner for the next day. Yeah. But you could also use the same dressing to marinate your chicken. You could do that overnight. But the shrimp, if you do this, it will literally cook the shrimp.
Oh, wow.
And it would not be the same type of a thing. Yeah.
All right, so now we're pouring our dressing on.
And I'm going to let you pour and toss, and then I'm going to show you how to cut this pepper.
Oh, that was a lot.
Yeah.
How much?
Probably,
is that enough?
That's probably good.
Just like stop pouring.
Yeah. That's okay. and quite frankly, it's however you like it, taste and do and all that kind of stuff.
Did I tell you I'm a really messy cook?
But that's the beauty of, you go ahead and make a mess in the kitchen, and then you don't have to worry about it.
I like this. This is a good prepare ahead, too. All right, so
and it'll keep all week, because the kale doesn't get all icky as the week goes on.
So it doesn't get all
So this is how you cut a pepper. You're going to cut the top off the pepper with your knife, right? I'm going to take my giant man hands, but it works with delicate hands too, and pull out the ribs and the seeds. Give it a tap to get the last of the seeds out. You have an empty pepper. Then I'm going to go ahead and pop the little stem part out too. Okay, get any last seeds. Now we have 100% of our pepper being used.
Oh, I never used the top. That's
any
brilliant.
part of it, right?
Okay.
And then you could just go ahead and cut it into whatever shape you want to do. And especially when you're doing a big pepper, you cut it into long strips.
That's amazing.
And then you're going to go ahead and take the long strips and turn it sideways. And if you want to do, then you cut it all in one shot. And that's how you rip through a pepper like in no time.
Oh my God.
Right?
I love your tips. All right, do I get to try now?
Yes.
Okay, so while I try this deliciousness, remind our viewers where they can visit you to find out more, social blog, website, all that fun stuff.
Right, so it's sumptuousliving.net. We have killer recipes, including this one, on the website. Or follow us on social media, Facebook at Sumptuous Living, on Instagram, all that kind of stuff. We have killer recipes, great design ideas, all kinds of fun things.
I love it, and we're posting a link to her website where this recipe is in the comments. And guys, if you are just tuning in, I'd love to know where you're watching from, so tell me in the comments. And do you have a recipe that you want Mandy to try? Yes, tell us in the comments. She's open to suggestions, and this girl is amazing.
Or if you make it, show a picture of
if you make it, please tag Sumptuous Living, tag Craftbox Girls. We want to see what you make. All right, I'm going to take this with me as I walk over to the craft room. Mandy, thank you so much. You guys, Mandy's a regular. She'll be back. Angela, welcome back.
Hi.
I'm so excited you're back.
I'm so excited to be back.
Okay, so I know you guys really loved Scribbler Experiment and all the fun stuff that Angela showed us a few weeks ago. So you're back.
I am.
And we're going to talk a little bit more about some of the other pieces that you have that you can color.
I have so many things.
And something other that's fun that we're going to tell you in just one second. But to get started, for those of you that are new to the show, Angela, introduce yourself and Scribbler Experiment.
I am, I'm the owner of Scribbler Experiment. I'm actually the artist, so all of this black and white you see in front of you, those are actually my drawings.
This is so cool.
So I designed my own coloring patterns, but instead of putting them in a book, I put them on fabric, and I make them into things that you can color and theoretically use around the home, take with you, you can play with.
I love it.
Lots of things.
It's useful.
So it's useful, and I do sew everything myself, so not only is this my artwork, but it's handmade.
handmade. So yeah, it's all sewn by
That's
me. Some of it's
amazing.
stuffed by my friends because friend power gets you places.
Yes, friend power does get you places. And then, so you told our viewers this last time, but I do want to know, you got started with these, which I think is such a cool and like girl boss move. So tell the story.
So I used to work at a little used bookstore. We've since closed down, but they actually let me start selling my coloring bookmarks there. So this is actually like a little 4 bookmark set. You can actually buy these for digital download from my Etsy if you want to just color immediately. But actually this pattern right here, I turned into my very first fabric pattern, which was this here. So you can kind of see, but you can literally find the exact piece in there that it was. But
This is where it all got started.
that's how we began. And like these patterns, these take me probably 40 to 80 hours to finish. These are like, these are not something I do in an evening.
Right. These are all super, super detailed. I mean, if you guys take a look, llamas. We're going to color llamas in a second.
My favorite.
Unicorns.
I'm a turtle fan
Oh,
myself.
turtles are cute. They're sharks. These little sharks are killer. I love them. They're so cute.
And there's a little secret to these little guys.
What's the secret?
Well, I line everything with batting.
Oh,
so when
yeah.
you color, you can open them up, and they're all pretty on the inside.
How cute is that?
So they're all a little bit.
Oh my gosh, what a fun pattern. That's just like a fun surprise when you open it up. Adorable. Okay, so this, you can put your patterns on. You put it on a ton of different stuff. So placemats,
Placemats.
which we've got here.
And these are like, I mean, customer favorites because, like, seriously, who doesn't dinner? Throw them in the wash.
A placemat.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And pillows, right? And then you've got the stuffies, which we colored last time. Here's the hedgehog. How cute is that?
Hedgehog.
Okay, so last time we worked with permanent markers, right? Permanent fabric markers, but you've got something different that people can do, which is the gift that keeps on giving.
So you can do 2 different things. So you can use the permanent fabric markers if you want your art to be permanent. And I find normally like the big kids, the adults, we like permanent. Like when I spend time making art, I want to stay. But if you're giving it to a littler kid or if you're doing it just for the process, because like you might be surprised, but I've actually had a lot of people like give these to Alzheimer's patients because coloring is one of those things that just, it kind of brings you back. It's one of those things that you'll still remember.
Yeah.
But this is something that if you use the right marker, and these are the Crayola, the Ultra Clean markers, they have the little bubbles on them. These are what they give to preschoolers, so if they color on their clothes, it doesn't stain. But basically, you can color with these, toss it in the wash, do it again. So it's kind of a multi-purpose little
So it's the gift
process
that
there.
keeps on giving.
Totally.
You told me someone was talking to you about a road trip.
Yes, I had a customer, and my throw pillows actually have a zipper on the side, and she said, well, we're going to Disney the next day. She literally unzipped the pillow, tossed the markers in, zipped it back up. She's like, I'm just going to toss it in the car tomorrow.
Yes, that's brilliant.
I mean, then wash it, kid can take a nap on it in the car, and then do it again on the way back. Like,
I love it.
it's not hard to come out.
This is
washes
adorable.
very well.
So I know for those of our viewers that are local, you do a lot of craft fairs. So
all the time.
you can check out your website, which is, remind our viewers.
If you go to Etsy.com, my shop is Scribbler Experiment. So
Perfect.
Scribbler, like you're drawing, and then experiment. Like
So
who knows
you
what's
can
going
also
on.
shop her online. So don't worry if you don't live in the Atlanta area.
Yeah.
We've got people from all over the country watching. They can shop you online. And then
Absolutely.
follow her on social because they can find out what craft fairs you're going to be if you are in the Atlanta area.
You can track me down, and I will. If you can track me down, I will always have more stuff in my booth than I do online. So I'll be doing, coming up next, if you're from the Atlanta area, I will be doing Ackworth Arts Festival, and I will be doing the Brookhaven Cherry Blossom Festival coming up, and those are both really fun shows. So.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, Angela. We appreciate you.
me.
As a reminder, tell our viewers one more time where they can follow you.
Follow me at Scribbler X, ScribblerEX on Instagram or on Facebook, Scribbler Experiment.
And I think this turned out pretty cute. Someone helped me a little bit before this. Our team has all been coloring on this as we were getting set up, but how cute is that? Let's go. All right, guys. So you saw me get married. I should say remarried. Well, we've always been married. We renewed our vows last week in a very fun ceremony.
Yeah.
And what some of you guys may not know, so Rosianna is a photographer as well as working here at Craftbox Girls. And you do all kinds of photography.
Yeah, I do, and weddings is one of my specialties. So today we're going to be talking about the 5 tips that you should be asking your photographer.
Yeah, and check out, she took some pictures, obviously, at our vow renewal yesterday. What?
It seems like yesterday.
Seems like yesterday, so last week. So check out some of those fun pictures.
Yeah.
And you don't just do weddings, though. Really quick before we jump into weddings, you do family because she shoots a lot of our family photos for us.
I do family, do all family milestones, births. It's fun.
Yeah, and she also does pretty much Well, 80% of our photography here at Craftbox Girls, too. So you're multi-talented, my friend.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, so let's talk about searching for a photographer, because that's a really big decision when you're getting married.
Yeah, so when you're looking for a photographer, just make sure you kind of know what style that you are into. So I like to shoot light and bright and airy. Some photographers do dark and moody, Some photographers also do bright and vibrant types of photography. So whatever your style is, just make sure when you look for a photographer, you have that style defined and you know what your expectations are.
So really look at their portfolios and samples of work on their website to make sure it's kind of in line with what you're going for your wedding.
Right. Another thing is make sure you get to know your photographer. Like
that is important.
I like to take my clients out on kind of like a date, but
like that, a date.
But I'll take them out to coffee, take them out to ice cream to just really kind of get to know them and their personality, because especially on a wedding day, you don't want to feel uncomfortable in front of a camera if you're working with that photographer for the first time. So, meeting them a couple of times before your big day is pretty essential. So I like to get to know them, talk about things, talk about family, kind of take them back of when I got married and all of those things to expect when you're getting married.
So when I got married for the first time, way back in the day, well, to the same person. Let's get that right. I keep saying again. We got married before I even knew Rosianna, and we got married in Charleston. And so we had a photographer, Charlotte Elizabeth, who we actually had do our engagement photos too, which was really important because Brennan can be an awkward goose in front of the camera. And so it really helped him kind of loosen up.
Right. Yeah.
And get comfortable with her. So when it came to wedding day, he knew her. She joked with him a little bit. I was giving him some shots of alcohol so he felt a little bit more relaxed. But that definitely helped for us.
Yeah. So make sure that you just build that rapport, build that relationship with your photographer.
I like that. That's a good one.
Also, a big thing to ask is what happens if your photographer can't all of a sudden make it? So you make sure that they have a backup photographer or have a backup plan in case that there is something that could happen.
That is really important.
Yeah, so, I always make sure that I have a backup photographer and a backup to my backup. So just making sure that all my ducks in the row?
Yeah, I mean, gooses ducks.
Yeah, so just making sure, because it is their big day, you don't want anything to potentially happen.
Right, and I mean,
with those pictures,
things do happen. There's car accidents, there's family emergencies, there are things that could happen.
My photographer on my wedding day actually got into an accident on the way to the reception and had to go to the emergency room. But fortunately, my photographer had a game plan and had a backup, and we were all set, and it did not ruin anything.
So backup to the backup. I like that.
Backup.
All right, what else?
Also, want to ask how many weddings the photographer books a year, because if their calendar is really full, kind of expect there could be a long time to get your pictures, processed and everything.
The wait times and all of that I think is important, because mine was one who was doing literally a wedding every weekend.
Yeah.
And it took 6 to 7 weeks
to get the pictures back.
And I was antsy Lucy, where are my pictures? But
right.
And I didn't address that ahead of time, so I didn't have an expectation.
Right. And so you never know, they could really be taking that long, because wedding photos. Wedding photos, you want to make sure that they are perfect for the client.
You got one more?
Last one is make sure that your photographer is insured.
Ooh,
accidents do happen. Things can fall. You yourself as a photographer could, trip on something, so you just want to make sure that your photographer is insured, so that way the venue can
and a lot of venues ask for insurance for anyone you're working with.
Right.
I remember that.
Yeah. So it's always good to have your insurance.
I love
it's
it.
Up to date.
All good tips. So you shoot weddings in and around Georgia, but then also you travel a little bit too, right?
I will travel to you.
All right. So remind our viewers where they can go find out more, because she's really good for us.
Make sure you just check out my website, penarose.com, and then I'm also on social media, Pena Rose Studios.
Yes, and she does other things. So if you've seen the really fun pictures of me and Lily and Brennan and birthday pictures and things like that, that's all her. That's her. All right, guys, if you are just tuning into the show, we want to know where you're watching from, so tell us in the comments. We love to see who's watching from around the world, and we'd love to hear from you of what you want to see on the show. So make sure you comment for us, and I'm going to hop over into the craft room because Dasher is here, and she is amazing. So we're about to go have some fun. Let's go. Shanequa! Girl, I'm so excited you're here.
I'm so excited, too.
I already, instantly love you. Okay, so you got a whole bunch going on.
I do.
We're going to talk about it as we go through this, but what are we making today?
Okay, so today we're going to be making a beautiful sunglass holder, which is on canvas. I'm super excited about this. My daughter has so many sunglasses, and they're all over the place. So I had to create something.
So it's great. We use them all the time.
Yeah, and so this is super easy, super chic, something to hang up in the bedroom and make it cute. So we're going to have a little saying on the top, too.
I love it. Okay, so Dasher Creations, give our viewers kind of, as we get started, a quick little intro to who you are and what you do.
All right, so Dasher Creations basically creates craft projects for kids. So we do craft classes, and we have this program called Calculate and Create where we incorporate math with crafting. It's great. I'm in a school right now, and we're doing their after-school program, and it's super awesome. So what we're doing here is we have a 10 by 13 canvas. Okay. You can do it much bigger if you have more sunglasses, but for the purpose of this, we'll do this 10 by 13.
Okay.
And for the calculation part, we're going to have to add, in order to know what size fabric you need to add 1.5 inches to each side, meaning 3 inches total on the sides. So if it's 10 plus 3, what do we have, Lynn?
13! It would have been really bad if I got that wrong.
So yeah, so you're going to have 13 inches across, and then the bottom, the top and the bottom is another 3 plus 11 is
14.
But the shorter end will be this end that's right here where your hook is going to be, because you don't want it to overlap too much. Exactly.
Okay.
All right. So I've already pre-marked what we're doing here. Once you get your fabric laid out, and I already laid half of our design on, once you get your fabric laid out, you're going to put a line an inch and a half down, an inch and a half down,
okay,
an inch and a half over here, and an inch and a half over here, just going over. They're going horizontal. Okay?
Right.
And this is going to help you wrap your present, basically.
All right?
I am horrible at wrapping gifts.
Oh,
it's
girl,
like the weirdest thing because I'm so crafty, but I'm horrible at wrapping gifts. But this is my little cheater to help.
Okay.
So snip here.
Yep.
Snip
so
here.
You're snipping on those lines you drew.
Exactly.
I love the fact that you are adding in math with crafting.
Yes.
So where did that come from? Like, where did that idea spawn from?
Oh, absolutely. So I was a teacher for about 10 years in the traditional public school system. And I've always been super crafty. Mm-hmm. And after I had my daughter, I retired early and went full-time with my business. And one day I was literally in the car thinking, I really miss being in the classroom. I love crafting, but it's a lonely sport.
Yeah, it's a lonely sport.
Sometimes it's a lonely sport. So I miss being in the classroom. I was like, how can I bridge these two together? So we're going to glue this in.
All right.
And so literally the idea for Calculate and Create came about. So I'm gluing right here with my cordless.
I love it,
Lynn
girl.
Lilly glue
You
gun.
support. Makes me so happy.
And then I'm going to just literally slide it in right here. Nothing too special, nothing too fancy.
Got it. Okay.
Nothing super, super neat. I mean, literally just doing that. Same thing over here. Glue right there.
Yep.
And
okay,
then
I'll hold
there
that
we
in
go.
place for you.
And then all we need to do is just kind of glue it to push it down.
Glue down the ends, okay.
Mm-hmm. Glue it and push
that.
it down. And then this is my little fancy wrapper lady. So I'm just going to take the corner and fold it in just so you don't have a raw edge.
Okay.
And so I'm going to glue that down.
Yep, right there in the corner.
Lots of glue is what you'll need.
Lots of glue is what you'll need.
All
and
right.
obviously, if you're doing it with kids too, you can use regular glue.
You can use regular fabric glue.
Perfect.
Perfectly fine.
Okay.
Glue down that corner as well. And now I'm just going to go ahead and...
Fold up.
Yeah, well, let me get these corners here. I'm going to do
this
all
is
these corners at one time.
This is actually going to look really, really neat,
Yeah.
which I like.
So we're going to glue all of these corners down here that we cut all at one time. And then press that down.
So cute. And I love that. You can
Press that
probably use this for other stuff too.
Absolutely. You can use it for bows. So once you're finished, you'll see you can add bows on.
Yep.
And let me put this corner.
Put that guy there. You can get this corner while we're over here too.
Yeah.
Let's
Boom,
get
boom,
him.
boom.
All right, and then we're going to fold up the flaps.
And then fold up the flaps. So yep, just put a
Here, you
nice
want to
and
hand
long
that
loop,
to
and I'll
me,
hand
and
it over
I
to you.
will do this
Tag
side.
team it.
Love it.
Fold it down.
Okay. All right,
and then we'll get those last flaps.
I think we got to get this guy to heat for one more second.
All right, let's put them
on
down right there.
All right,
All
okay,
right.
so got this one up, and then we're going to fold these over.
Yep,
All right. And while I'm finishing gluing, also
Yes.
too, so you've got craft kits, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And for your viewers, I have 20% off
I love
in
that.
my shop, already loaded for you, and it lasts forever for your first
Wait,
purchase.
what? That's amazing.
Yes, so for your first purchase, you get 20% off, and
Okay.
the code is craft box.
I love that. Super simple and easy. Okay,
Super simple.
so here we are.
So here we are, and let's turn on our, what do we call him?
We call him Mini E.
Mini E. Okay.
So it's the Mini Cricut Easy Press, but
Okay.
we love him. He's so cute.
All right, and I'm going to lay this on here.
Okay.
And as he's heating up, I'm just going to go ahead and do this last little piece, which is the straps for our sunglass
Okay.
kit. And I'm going to start the first one up a little bit high so it has a place to hang.
Okay.
And all you're going to do is glue it on the back.
So let's add a little dot right there. Oops. There we go. Okay.
There we
Little
go.
dot right here. Yep. I'll
There
get
you
this guy while you
go.
put him up. Okay.
Same thing on this
All
part. Let me
right.
position this one. And I'm literally going to take these glasses just to see how far they hang.
Hang so that you don't overlap it.
Exactly.
Love it.
So if you're
okay.
doing adult glasses, you can change
Right,
it.
obviously make it a little bit further. Those glasses are so
Exactly.
cute. I want those adult
Thank
glasses.
you. They're yours.
They
you can have
are
them for your baby.
adorable. Oh my god, they're
There you
so
go.
cute. Okay.
And then glue right
Get that
here.
back in. All right.
All right. And then
Donezo.
bada bing bam bam.
Okay, flip him over, and then
All right.
are we almost ready for him?
Yep, we're ready for him.
All right. Oh wait,
He's
let me
hot.
get him back centered on. So this is just you cut this vinyl out. I'm assuming probably on your Cricut,
Yes,
right?
I cut this vinyl out. I actually have a silhouette, so I cut this vinyl out
Okay.
on my silhouette, and I'm just pressing it down. And I was
so easy.
supposed to press it on.
There you go. So, and you don't have to if you don't have one of those machines, right?
You can take an
literally-
iron.
Yeah, you can take an iron. You can get your own patch. You could probably even
Exactly.
paint something cute on.
Exactly.
Which I love.
Any of those
God, this is
things. And I
adorable.
just want to make sure. Now, I have double layers, so sometimes it takes a little bit
Bit
longer. So we'll peep, but if it's not, it's okay because you get the gist.
How cute. Let's peep it. Oh. Yeah.
Is it-
for
is
the
it-
most
is
part.
it-
I
is
think
it-
for the most
is
part.
it-
Yeah,
is it-
yeah,
is
yeah,
it-
yeah, girl. Oh my
There we go.
gosh.
All right.
Okay, we're popping the sunglasses on.
All right. And
Ta-da!
boom,
Oh
we're
my gosh,
there.
I love it. This is so cute. All right, remind our viewers one last time where they can follow you and find out more, and Etsy store and all the good stuff.
Absolutely. So you can find me at social media, Instagram and Facebook at Dasher Creations. You can find me on Etsy at Dasher Creations. And you can find me on my website at www.dashercreations.com. Easy enough, simple enough. See you guys there.
Girl, I love it. This was the perfect way to end the show. I love your energy.
Thank you.
So she's definitely going to be back. We've already got her scheduled for another segment. And if you loved her segment, make sure you tell us in the comments and go like her page, please. Yeah. And if you see some crafts or some ideas that you may want her to do that have wrapping crafts and math and all that kind of stuff, post that in the comments as well. And we hope you enjoyed the show. It's been a good one, guys. All right, don't forget, tag a friend if you got someone you think would like it, and share this to your page. We love you guys. We'll see you next week, Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Bye, guys.
Bye.